Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Now improvising. Grab near the sticks, it's Hunter. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Markway. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got a chance.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Huskers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Hunter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Here's a heat. The throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side now. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Toss sweep to the right. Him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll ride his man on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams looking for a man. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To throw, it's St. Clair. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Already down a score early, the last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Offense gets set for second down. Floats it out in space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. The running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the air, it's Raiola. spits it out to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Unleashes one.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The Cornhuskers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Huskers are on the move. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, better look out. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll start this drive firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Huskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Peoples. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Hands it off. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, he's got some space. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on second and inches. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He's at the and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unleashes it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I really like when the defense goes dime. More speed, like so much speed and space in college football. When you can put so many DBs on the field. In these situations, when they do take off and scramble, I go chase them down, make the big 3rd down stop.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Let's go. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Cooper. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Makes the catch. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go. Ready to go.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Hits the accelerator to the right. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
On the move to his left. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Williams will pass. Might be looking to run. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thurman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
On 3rd down, going up top. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinators got to love that.
He'll get this drive started from the 29. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll give it to Johnson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A designed run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Right back to the well. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Nebraska! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Got a man, it's Smith. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Gain of 24. And that's a first down for the offense.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Just ran him over. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Well, it just seems as if that ISO play just never really had a chance to develop.
Yeah, but if I'm that running back, good Lord, I'm looking for something. There wasn't any space on the inside, so he tried to bounce it outside and try to make a hole, but sometimes you just run that thing downhill, lower your shoulder, try to get a yard or two, and you bounce it outside, you get a loss and put your offense in a worse situation.
Kick is in the air. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. commencing this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Oh, he wants it all. And he throws another interception. No real chance on the return, but they got it at the 34.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the run, it's Ives. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. 4th down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Motion from the wideout. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He makes a catch.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Lost to throw again. They're working that left side. Turning it on. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Defense in press coverage. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Looking for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Hard running there. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation.